Good morning. Welcome back. Thanks for joining me. It is Monday, November 27th, around 8:30 a.m. I am so relieved that it is Monday, and I'm so sorry if Monday is the start of your work week. Monday is the start of the school week, and is such a great relief to me to have a quiet house again. My daughter has had an extended weekend this past weekend due to Thanksgiving break, so she had Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off from school, and then of course Saturday and Sunday. I love my daughter and I love having her around. She's a very loud person, and it's just nice to be back to a little bit of quiet. So there we go. I hope you had a really nice Thanksgiving and the Thanksgiving holiday weekend and Black Friday, and we had Small Business Saturday. Today's Cyber Monday. We had a nice Thanksgiving. We stayed home this year, which is a bit unusual for us. We usually travel down south to Massachusetts to spend time with my in-laws. They were not available on Thanksgiving, and that's fine. We stayed home. My oven has been broken for several years. It doesn't hold temperature enough, maybe longer than half an hour over 350 degrees. It doesn't hold temp long enough to cook food safely. So for a few years, I've been pretty limited as to what I can cook at home. So I didn't buy a whole turkey. I just bought some turkey tenderloins, and we cooked those up, and they were quite delicious. And I just made some mashed potatoes and green beans, and it was good. And we had just enough food to last for, I think, 3 meals for the 3 of us. And then that's it. Then we're done. No big carcass or anything to get rid of. So I really like the way that worked out. We normally, even when we travel for Thanksgiving, I'll normally cook a small Thanksgiving meal anyway that week because we like the leftovers. But there's kind of like a limit for me. What point is too many leftovers? If you have to eat it, 3 meals a day for a week, that's too many leftovers. But if there's enough leftovers for a couple of extra meals, then that's great. And that worked out perfectly. So speaking of our broken oven, our landlords just replaced it. So the stove has been broken for a few years, and it's kind of just slowly declined and died. Our landlords got a really good deal, like Black Friday deal, like an early Black Friday deal, because they ordered it the week before last, from Home Depot, I think, and it's supposed to be here today. Yay! The downside is that they don't install it because it's propane, and there's like some sort of conversion kit to hook up the stove because they're not equipped. They're equipped for LP, but not propane. I'm not really sure that I understand how it works, but they'll drop it off. They just won't install it. My husband happens to sell furniture and appliances for a living, so he knows how to do it. So he was able to disconnect our propane from our current stove yesterday and get the stove out of the house. And by the way, when a stove has been in place for 21 years, it's pretty disgusting down the sides of it and the back, and it's just, the stove is gonna be recycled, so I'm not gonna bother cleaning that up, but like the insides of the counter where it was taken out were really gross and needed to scrub down. The floor underneath, just gobs of dust and dirt and just random stuff that had been sitting underneath the stove that nobody knew about for decades. So I got that all nice and cleaned out. So Home Depot will drop, my husband got the old one out and disconnected. Home Depot will drop the new one off. When my husband gets home tonight, he can hook it up. So, but it's due here today, so after all these years, I'm finally going to have an oven that will actually work. So that's pretty exciting. They're due here sometime between 10 and 2 o'clock this afternoon, I think. So looking forward to that. I'm not looking forward to having delivery people inside my home now. I get really self-conscious. Probably just part of my shut-in personality. I'm not self-conscious so much, but I just get a little bit of anxiety when there's strangers in my home, but I'll get over it. They don't have to go very far. The door where it's going, probably only about 15 feet. So anyway, so I'm excited about that. And I'm sure my landlords are excited. Unfortunately, one of my landlords' stove died. My landlords are a brother and sister, and the house that we rent belong to their parents who have passed away, and the brother and sister each have a house on either side of us, and we live in the center. And the sister's stove died like 3 nights ago. So they had to order one for her as well, and they were able to get the good deal. So but hers isn't coming until next week or the week after that, I think. And we did insist when we heard that it's the same model stove and everything. We did insist that she take the one that was intended for us because, you know, I've been living with this one for 9 years. I can certainly make it a couple of more weeks. But it's a different color. So she ordered the color she wants, and the one that's coming in here is white, so it wouldn't work for her. So we tried, but just, you know, rotten luck. They would have an issue with our stove for all these years, and finally, you know, are able to replace it, and then boom, and then something happens to her stove. But what can you do? Sorry, just a little chit chat catching up. I have my little note here so I don't get too off track. So we had Thanksgiving and we had sales. Oh my God, were there sales? Crafty sales and other kinds of sales galore on Black Friday. I didn't see anything in any retailer circulars that I felt was worth going out Thanksgiving night or getting up really early in the morning on Friday and queuing up for. But a lot of stuff that I might have been interested in was available online. And some of it was online starting Thursday night. So that's pretty cool. I didn't even have to leave my house to take advantage of some Black Friday shopping. There wasn't too much in terms of gifts for my nieces or nephews or husband or daughter. And I'll kind of go through a little bit what I did get. I did place, I have my email up. I ended up over the course of the week from Thursday night to Sunday, placed quite a few orders for crafty stuff with my Christmas money, with the money that my husband budgets for Christmas gifts for me. My husband is a lovely man and I love him so much. He's such a kind, sweet man. He is an appalling present buyer. He's just not good at that. And I don't even mind appallingly bad presents because, I mean, it's the thought that counts. But he does things like he'll buy something. Like one year he bought a pair of jeans for me and a sweater and like took the tags off of them so I wouldn't see what the price is. And that's like a, you know, a fairly typical thing is to kind of remove the price tag, but it's like, dude, I'm your wife. We share an account. I already know how much money you spent. That's not necessary. But not only did he take the tags off, he threw away the receipt. So I was not able to return them. And he bought a pair of jeans. It was like 8 sizes too small for me. Like, I think I was wearing like a size 16 or something. And he bought like a size 8. Like, really? He's like, oh, you know, just blinded by, you know, the eyes of love, thinking that I'm like this slender life thing. And then of course the sweater was so scratchy. It was like this horrible acrylic, like there's no way I could wear it without breaking out into thousands of hives. And just so sweet. And he was so proud of himself for picking out an outfit, but I couldn't wear it because it was too small and too scratchy. And I couldn't return it because he, you know, so he does things like that. And like another year I mentioned, I was pretty excited a couple years ago when the Monopoly version of The Legend of Zelda came out, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. I love Monopoly, but he won't play with me. He doesn't like Monopoly, so, and he's like the only person I know in my social circle, so I don't have anybody to play with, and of course, I love the whole, you know, Zelda genre thing since I was a young child, and I happened to mention that it was really cool, and I got it for Christmas like 2 years later. He gave it to me for Christmas, and it's like, oh, that's really sweet, and I appreciate it. I love it, but nobody's ever going to play with me. So why did you give this to me? And he'll do things like he bought me a vacuum cleaner and a Dirt Devil vacuum like at the same year. I don't know. So, very sweet man, and I love him so much. He's just a terrible present buyer. So long story short, I'm really sorry about my rambling. I love him. I love to tell goofy stories about my man. Long story short, we've learned in the past couple years that it's just better if he just like gives me the money and then I just buy the stuff, or I just pick it out and send him a link for what I want him to get. So I still think I'm trying to, it's a little bit out of the budget, but trying to script and save up for the Gemini, which I can still get for $170. And the Gemini is an electronic die cut machine, which might help me die cut in the future because my shoulders are just crap and I have such a hard time with the Cuttlebug, especially if I'm doing more than like one thing. So still trying to really save up for that. And plus that would also be helpful for my business. So part of it might be a business write-off. That's something we have to talk to our accountant about. Anyway, So, so anyway, so I have, you know, Christmas budget, and then I have a little bit of my own money that I've been saving. My Etsy shop is a little bit busier this time of year, selling Christmas cards and stuff, so I have a little bit extra money in the budget anyway. Once I made sure to set aside enough to tackle like our propane, and our electric bills are higher this time of year because we have to have the electric space heaters running, and so, you know, once I made sure that the bills were all taken care of, I had a little bit left over. And the sales have been so great, guys. I ended up doing a Blitzy order, another Blitzy order. I still haven't received the order that I did, you know, before this, but I did another Blitzy order. I stayed up. I was at their midnight pajama Facebook party for Friday morning starting at midnight, and stayed up and hung out with them for a couple of hours until I passed out. I don't know at what point that I passed out, but... And so I scooped up some great deals with them. I'm just looking at my email here. I did another Hallmark scrapbook order. Paper Smooches. I ordered something from, and I've never ordered directly from Paper Smooches, so I'm excited about that. Let's see. Another Whimsy Stamps order. I'm insane. Target. Not crafty stuff, but I did do a Target order, which I'll show off when that comes in. I found a few things for my daughter from their Black Friday ad, and then for my husband's LuLaRoe, The Children's Place online. I got some really good deals on like 4 or 5 different outfits for Leah. Pink Fresh Studio, another Butterfly Reflections order because again, I'm insane. I mentioned last week I got my Butterfly Reflections order, and I was sent the wrong item. I was sent a mono eraser instead of a adhesive eraser, and I contacted them the next day, and they contacted me back like the day after that, and she sent me the right item, and I already got the proper item. That's how quick she was, and of course they apologized and all that stuff. Just very, very sweet, and just was very apologetic, and they got the replacement to me right away. She didn't mention sending the other item back, so I'm assuming she doesn't want it back. But this is the adhesive eraser that I meant to order, or I did order, and that I was hoping to receive. So I'm going to give this a shot. Removes adhesive residue, which is something that I struggle with a little bit. You know, you can rub it with your fingers sometimes and get it off, but sometimes you can't. So maybe this will also help keep the oils from your skin off of paper. So I'm excited about that. But I did place another order with her. I have my regular hauler order. It was my hauler week anyway, so I placed that order, so I was kind of waiting for that. Studio Calico was doing just a free for anyone, no purchase required. They had 5 free downloadable content files with different ephemera pieces and printable cards, so that was completely free. I got all 5 of those, $0.00. I haven't printed them out yet, but when I do, I'll be sure to share them. Let's see, what else do we have here? Let's see, Amuse Studio, which was a new one for me. And there's a couple of new ones in here, but when that stuff starts trickling in, I'll be sure to share it. Obviously, I just placed a lot of the order again from Thursday to yesterday. I don't have a lot of them yet, so I'm not super super concerned. So none of that, aside from the Target order, which has gifts in it, none of that is that big of a priority. I have a rather large gift that I'd like to get for my husband. It's just a physically large gift. And my landlord has already agreed to help me sneak and keep it at her house until Christmas Eve. And she helped me with this a couple years ago. I got him a guitar, and it's pretty obvious when you've wrapped a guitar, you know what it is. And I didn't want to spoil the surprise. So she's very sweet, and she kept it over at her house until Christmas Eve. And Rod was taking a shower, and Lee and I quickly ran over there and snuck it into our house and hid it, you know, so that he would be able to open it on Christmas morning. So I'm going to need her help again this year. And I've already cleared it with her, and that's fine. So the one thing that he wants, it's just enormous, and it's just going to give it away if I have it in the house, that's what it is. So so I'm pretty excited about that. So I'll be looking into that a little bit later today. So I think today I'm probably going to end up doing two videos. One this one right now I'm kind of rambling and chatting, and I'm just trying to catch up, and I just have a few things to show off. And yesterday, we went to visit my mother-in-law down in Massachusetts, because we didn't get to see her for Thanksgiving because she was on vacation, but she came back from vacation, so we went to see her. And and we had a really lovely time with her. And she's a card maker as well, so we usually have a lot to talk about crafty stuff. She passed along to me some stuff that she was no longer using anymore, so I wanted to show some of that off. But also, my husband took me to a Tuesday morning. It was a little bit out of our way, so I can't really say it was on our way home, but while we were in Massachusetts, we continued a little bit further down south and went to Woburn, which is the closest Tuesday morning that we have. It's about 3 hours from our house, but it's the closest Tuesday morning that we have. We do not have them here in New Hampshire. And it's only the second time that I've been to a Tuesday morning, so I have a huge paper haul for a Tuesday morning to show off, and that's probably going to take a video all by itself, so I'll probably film that one after I do this, or another day. I keep looking at the clock. If my stove is showing up, then I'm going to have to stop this at any point, so... And of course, they're probably going to hear me talking to myself in here, and while they're out on the porch trying to get my attention to let me in with the stove. So anyway, just a couple of things to show off today. Last week, I ordered, I got an email from Waffle Flower that they were doing, or not an email, yeah, I think it was from Waffle Flower, that they were doing a grab bag sales event. And I love grab bag sales events, so I was pretty excited. And I don't normally get a chance to do them. But I've had a little bit of my extra Christmas money and a little bit of my extra Etsy payday kicking around since then. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to give it a shot. And I think I picked the lowest or the second lowest grab bag. And I've never ordered from Waffle Flower, at least directly before. I don't dislike waffle flour. It's just not something that I have looked at a lot, which is probably a good thing. You know, it's one less one less manufacturer that I'm addicted to and then I have to collect. So, I didn't really know much about it, and I thought that would be kind of fun because I didn't know that much about it to get a grab bag. I think I only have maybe 1 or 2 waffle flour sets, and actually, well, the ones that I do have, I'm probably going to end up destashing because I'm trying to remember. It's way over there, so I'm not going to bother taking the time to dig it out. But I think it's like a mermaid set, and I have a bunch of other mermaid sets, so I think I'm probably going to destash it. But I figured whatever, I would give it a shot and just see what I get. So I ordered the $15 grab bag package, and you can select stamps and dies or just stamps or something, and I selected stamps and dies, and it was $15 like I said, and I ended up getting 2 different little stamp and die sets, and I got this cute, I think just like a free gift tossed in the bag, but this little cute flower die and then this little candle die, which are cute, and I love the little baggies that they're using. So I got, this set is called Special Delivery, and then of course the coordinating dies, and another bag. I don't know why I did that. And see, it was the $15 set, and they gave me a little hint, thank you, with my name handwritten. And this set is called Gift Wrapper, which is kind of cute. These are both, I think these are both kind of for card making, kind of present giving. I don't anticipate using these at all or anytime soon. They're pretty close to things that I already have. So I'm probably going to destash these, and I've already looked them up, and each set is around a $20-something value. So what an amazing price for $15 for both sets, plus this little gift. Amazing value. I might go back and do it again just to see if I get something else different. I didn't take them out. I wanted to leave them in the package in a mint condition in case I do destash them. I want to be able to advertise them as new. They do feel really nice quality in here, and they're really cute. So I just don't think that I will get some use out of them. I think it's an amazing value. I'll probably destash them and then use that money to try again for something else if they're still, as of last night, they were still doing the grab bag. I don't know if they still are or not. I should probably look into that. But and if not, or maybe I'll just keep them for a Happy Mail friend too. But it's a really good value for $15 for both of those little sets, plus the little stamp. I was really impressed. It just doesn't, and that's kind of the gamble you take with a grab bag. It's just not something that I probably will use. So no problem. I am really impressed and pleased. I will tend to the destashing. I got my snowman Happy Mail, my snowman flip book from my friend Catherine. I showed off the one that I made for her, and she sent me one as well. It came in this really cute burlap bag that she's decorated herself. And it has a nice little note in here. Very sweet. Very nice. And I love using these baskets and keep it all together. I have a couple of stamped images that she sent along for me to color. I don't know what sets these are from, but they're really cute. A snowman pen. You guys, she's a really talented card maker. She made me some cards, and they're all sealed and everything. So these are going to go out to some of my friends. I don't know where that shadow is coming from. What is behind me? There's nothing behind me. I don't know what the shadow is coming from. Sorry. And then this one. Really cute. And a little, this is a little pocket in the back, a little snowman pocket, and I think it's just an ornament, so I'm going to hang that on my tree. It's really cute. And then, of course, some tags, gift tags, and some paper clips. I think she made these herself. These are really cute. And a bunch of foam snowflake embellishments, and we've got some snowman embellishments, and look at these sort of plastic rhinestone snowflakes, and they have adhesive on the back. Those are really pretty. And some more snowflake, and this snowman, and then this is a snowflake that I salvaged from the wrapping paper that it came in. I'm gonna find a use for that. So, and then the piece de resistance is the actual flip book, and look at the flip book that she made. This is so nice and really well made and sturdy. I love it. So she used, in a huge coincidence because we didn't coordinate, but she ended up using a lot of the same color palettes that I did, the light blues and the glitter and the white, which is really neat. And I love her kind of flip book. You remember I did like the big accordion one. This one just flips and continues to open and flip, and it's just gorgeous. So, and beautiful glittered cardstock that she's using to decorate, and different I think picture matting pieces that she's included for scrapbooking in here. And she gave me a little package of these embellishments, which are so cute. Leah actually helped me open this up, and she was just squealing with joy when she saw that, because we actually saw this page where she's used some of the gems, and then we opened it up to this one, and Leah saw that and was freaking out. So pretty exciting. And then more snowman stuff. This is just, it's gorgeous, and I wish that there was a way to show the quality, but this is just a really sturdy quality flip book. She did such an amazing job, and look at that. It's just adorable. Such an amazing job. I am blown away. This is so lovely, and I love these cards. I love cards in general, and I love these cards, and I'm blown away. So thank you so much, Catherine. Love it. I'm going to get some of my ephemera put away. One of the things that I've ordered from Holler, I've shown before that I have just like this tiny little box for ephemera. I'm trying to be better about collecting more ephemera so that I have more when I need it, and I'm not ordering it as I need it. And I'm ordering on clearance and hanging on to stuff for a year or whatever until I need it. I'm a huge believer in clearance. I almost never buy anything unless it's a really, really, really good closeout type deal. So one of the things that I got from Holler was I got a couple of larger photo boxes that they had that were cheap, that I plan to use for ephemera, and I'm going to label them different seasons and just kind of use those to store my ephemera as I'm picking them up. I really enjoyed Halloween clearance shopping on November 1st, and I think I'm just going to continue to carry that practice over after every event or whatever. I'm going to start scouring. One of the things I ordered for Michael's is a new planner, so I'm a little bit sad to see this one go, but I got a slightly larger one from Recollections that we'll see when it comes in. I'm excited. I love this one, but it's not quite big enough. This was about the size of the one that I had last year, and it worked fine, but I'm busier. I was busier in 2017 than I was in 2016. And it seems like I get a little bit busier every year, so it'll be nice to have another one. that's a little bit larger. And one of the things that I do, and I won't show it because it's private, but I do keep a separate book for like our budget, our household budget and stuff. And you know, I keep a little planner for my social media stuff and my sales, and I think I'll be able to kind of keep all of that stuff together in one larger planner when that comes. So I'm pretty excited about that. Plus it was a really, really good deal. It was a doorbuster deal for the Recollections planner. I think it was only like maybe $12, and it's a $30 planner. I'm still working on Christmas cards, and I don't have any to show that I've done because I'm pretty much getting them out in the mail at this point as soon as the batch is done. I'm up to, I don't even know, this is my personal address book. I am up to the H's. I just finished the H's. So I keep going. I just keep on trucking, and my personal mail, my pen pal mail has slowed down a little bit, but I did get 2 letters from friends this week, so I look forward to opening those up and writing their responses, and I already have their cards. I keep a nice stash of cards for my personal use, so I've already pulled a couple of those cards out and got them together to keep everything together. On Thursday when we go to the library, I will just grab this, and Thursday is library day. It is my personal mail day, my personal correspondence day, so I'm pretty excited to read my letters and to hear from friends, because I gotta tell you, I'm really starving for some adult conversation lately. With the hours that my husband's working, like, I almost never see him. I was so happy to see him yesterday, and obviously we were traveling together down to Massachusetts, so we got to spend the day together. I miss him a lot, and I can't wait for the holidays to be over at this point. Let's see. So Amazon, the toy of the year, I guess, are these little fingerlings, and I found one. I shouldn't say I found one, but I found one on Amazon, and they only had the blue. They have a bunch of different colors. They only had the blue. This is the toy of the year. So naturally, they're sold out everywhere, and the counterfeits apparently are running rampant. People are buying them and scalping them. This is a $15 toy. People are selling them upwards of $50 and more when they're getting their hands on one. I have a friend who kind of has been stalking Amazon, and as soon as she sees that they get a few more in stock, she'll quickly share it on Facebook, and then, you know, I'll try to swoop in and, you know, buy one really quick for Leah, and then it's gone. So one time that actually worked. They only had the blue, which is not going to be Leah's favorite. She's probably going to want the purple one. Whatever. I found the blue, and it came. I ordered it from Amazon Prime, and it came yesterday on Sunday. Remember, they're going to be delivering on Sundays, especially if it's an Amazon Prime order. You will be getting Sunday deliveries on that. It came yesterday. I have not seen it. Allegedly, overnight I got an email from Walmart that allegedly it was back in stock at Walmart, but by the time I checked my email this morning and checked again, all of the colors were sold out again. If you can get your hands on a legitimate one, definitely do that, if you have a little one on your shopping list, because the scalpers are out there, you know, swooping these up. It's really unfair. I'll save my huge tirade about it for another time, but it's really unfair. Then, you know, for once the toy of the year is actually something that's reasonable, you know, around $15, and they're trying to control the market because of profit, and just, you know, lower income families where this could have been an achievable thing, you know, from Santa underneath the tree, and it's just now out of their grasp, and it's really upsetting. So I'm keeping an eye out to see if I can get any more. Obviously, I'd like to get a purple one for Leah if I can, but she'll live with it. You know, she'll live with it if she gets this one. And then obviously to have a few more. I was originally going to I told my husband that I was going to get some and drop them in the Toys for Tots box if we got any more. And he said this morning, you know, it might get stolen right out of the Toys for Tots box if you do that. So I'm not sure entirely what I will do when I get some. But if I can get my hands on any more for $15, I'm absolutely going to do that. But just be careful if you're going to do the same, that you're getting a legitimate one and not a knockoff. I did watch a few YouTube videos on how to tell the difference between a legit one and a knockoff. Obviously, one of the first things is buy from a reputable dealer. Buy directly from Target, buy directly from Walmart, buy directly from Amazon. Amazon, not one of the, you know, not a seller on Amazon, but buy directly from Amazon, which is where this came from. And that's one, you know, the primary thing that you can do to ensure, oh, Toys R Us as well, to ensure that you're getting the real deal. It would just be so sad to, you know, have a knockoff break, you know, 2 hours later on Christmas morning. And I'm not really much of a kid person. I don't really even like kids aside from my own. And like, it's even breaking my heart, the thought of kids not being able to get these toys because the market has just been monopolized by the more fortunate. It's breaking my heart. And that they're being taken advantage of with the counterfeiters now. It's just awful. Okay, moving on. Fingerlings, definitely. Grab some if you can. Donate them if you can afford to donate them to children who wouldn't otherwise see them. I did a trade on Etsy, another trade on Etsy with an Etsy seller. This was a rather larger dollar value trade. The total value was around 80... Oh, hey, sorry about that. My phone rang and I hit the wrong button to pick up the phone anyway, so I didn't get my call. Normally I wouldn't bother, but it was a local number, so I don't know. It still might be a scammer. You know, they have those programs where they can change the number to make it look local to get you to pick up. Most of my phone calls, 99% of my phone calls are those. But still, just in case, you never know. If it was somebody that I knew, it would have popped up with their name, and I didn't, so that's what makes me a little bit hesitant. But also not really caring that I accidentally hit the wrong button and I'm missing a phone call. Back to Etsy. Okay, so I did a trade, and the shop is called Miss Amanda Made It For Me, and I will link it down below. We swapped items. She picked out a bunch of different cards and gifts from me, and I picked out some gifts from her. She's a sewer, and I've just picked out a few different things, including these really cute stockings. Mostly for my nieces and nephews, and my thought was for Christmas this year I would kind of put some smaller toys and treats in the stocking itself, would be their gift, and then some little toys and treats on the inside. Yes, I'm the little lame aunt that will give handmade stuff. So this one's really cute. This one for my 1-year-old niece, these Woodland Animals, and they came to me this way, so I'm gonna steam them so that they're not wrinkly, but really cute little Woodland Animals, which is just super adorable. And then another one for my niece. This one's glittery, which I didn't know would be glittery, but it's still very pretty. She loves Cinderella, and I saw this one and immediately thought of her. I did also get a Pokemon apron for Leah as part of one of her Christmas gifts. It's very nice. It's really well made. This is not the color that I ordered, though. Where is it? The one that I ordered is light blue with sort of a non-Christmassy a non-Christmassy one is the one that I had selected for her. And I got this one. It doesn't say anything in the listing about switching according to availability. This was a trade, and I'm not all about being a pain in the butt to people, especially on Etsy. So I'm not, this will be fine, so I'll still give this one to Leah. It's not that big of a deal. It's just not what I thought I was getting, so it kind of changes the scope of the gift that I had prepared. The other thing that I had selected for my niece, who's also into Pokemon, a Pokemon stocking for her that was black and had pink trim and a bunch of characters on it. I didn't get that one at all, but I did get this pot holder instead. So I don't know if she made a mistake or she ran out of one and just decided because I was just a trade she would send me this. I'm not sure. I'm not comfortable kind of approaching her about it to find out why. But there's no stocking for my niece. Instead, I've got this pot holder. The pot holder happens to be red and Pokemon and kind of match the apron that she sent for my daughter. So I'm probably just going to call these a gift for my daughter and then think of something else for my niece. These are really well made. I do recommend looking at her shop. I do not know what went on with the substitutions. But I'm other than that, I'm pretty pleased. Well, I'm pretty pleased with it anyway. The pot holders, it's all really, really well made. It just kind of Like, I wish she had let me know that she was either going to be substituting or switching stuff out. I would have been fine with it, and I would have had a little bit more time to prepare other ideas. Let's see what's coming up next. So I think, my goodness, I have so much stuff. So the other thing that I wanted to kind of show off was the stuff that my mother-in-law passed along to me. Now, she's a crafter as well, and she's a card maker. Actually, no, not all of this came from my mother-in-law. This is just secondhand supplies that were passed to me over the weekend. That my husband picked up. This is for my mother-in-law. She had this set of artist Loft markers that she wasn't going to use. She's had them in her craft room for quite a while, she said, and they're a little bit dusty. So I wasn't even sure if they would work, but the ones that I've tested have been working, so whatever. These are just, they're really fun, beautiful range of colors, so both Lee and I will definitely get some use out of these. And I know I've seen the name Artist Loft before. It's a store brand from somewhere, and I can't remember where. I want to say it's Michael's, but I'm not sure. But it's a nice, beautiful range of colors, and of course I like the marker holder is quite nice. So we'll definitely get some use out of these. She offered them to us, and I'm like, well, of course we'll take them, of course. Absolutely. We love markers. So let's see. We grabbed our, a give and take table. There's this partial friendship bracelets kit with a bunch of embroidery floss and beads. So Leah and I will be doing some crafts with those. We scored a bunch of these plastic envelopes, which are perfect for storing 8.5 11 paper. And these are not cheap, and they're in great condition. This was an amazing find. So I'm definitely looking forward to using some of those, and I will probably be doing something with them tonight, actually. Let's see. Also, just something my husband grabbed. I think this came from the make and take table. I'm not sure. Just a pile of crafting magazines. They're just vintage crafting magazines. I don't knit or whatever, crochet, but they make really nice ephemera if nobody else wants them. If none of my friends want vintage patterns, I can cut them up and make ephemera out of them, which is pretty cool. Where did this come from? I don't remember. This box of printed calling cards, again, to turn into some ephemera, and then just some packages of index cards. All free. Brand new. You can turn it into ephemera or Happy Meal projects. I'm working on the cards using the disposable underwear, and I've cut them down into little pairs of underwear and the stamp, and I'll be working on that this week. I have a card that I'm making for a friend. I'm also going to use them in a birthday card for another friend, and that has to be in the mail tomorrow, so I need to kind of work on that this afternoon. And I think that's pretty much all that I had to show off, other than the giant bags of paper from Tuesday morning, which I will definitely get to. Let me just check my list here. It's Cyber Monday, so yay! definitely keep an eye on your emails, and if you have any spending money left, that is, and check stuff out. I know Simon Says Stamp sent me an email this morning. Let's see. I'm just getting an email right now from scrapbook.com. I don't do a lot with scrapbook.com. An extra 10% off. I don't find a lot of their prices to be all that great anyway, but I'll take a look. I'll take a look. I don't really need anything. I'm probably going to, or maybe not, maybe waffle flour, maybe not. I'll order from that big thing for my husband, which is actually coming from Newegg. I'm going to look into that and see if they have any extra deals going on before I hit, complete my checkout. I've got an email from Michael's about their Cyber Monday, 30% off everything, including sale items. Excludes doorbusters though. I probably only shipped doorbusters, but hey, free shipping on all online orders, no minimums. So I'll take a look around and see what I might have that I might need replacing or whatnot, but I don't really need anything. So it's mostly just looking out of curiosity. Here we go. Simon Says Stamps, a Cyber Monday surprise. Oh, it's an exclusive Lawn Fawn set, which kind of, it's cute. I don't know if it's worth placing an order just for that. I probably won't partake in that, but definitely check your emails for your Cyber Monday stuff. I'm not personally doing much Cyber Monday promoting for my own Etsy shop, because I already am running another just kind of November sale anyway. And there's only so much you can discount before it's just, you know, you're not even making any money. Anyway, so I'm gonna do a second video for my Tuesday morning haul. Thanks so much for your kind attention and my ramblings and so on and so forth. I absolutely love to shop. And I especially love shopping online. So let me know if you're watching, if you're out there, any cool deals that you're getting, any of your Black Friday deals. Feel free to brag and tell me all about it. I would absolutely love to hear about it. I'd love to chat about it. I just want to remind you, if you're new here or kind of on the fence, please hit the subscribe button. When I hit 10 subscribers, I'm going to do a little giveaway that I'm pretty excited about. Just let me know if you're here, if you're watching. Anyway, so I'll see you in the next video, and take care and have a really, really great day. Bye-bye.